Well, good morning, everybody. How you, how y'all beautiful, wonderful wilderness creatures doing today? Sorry. We were just backstage, getting fluffing each other up for today's episode. And look at my brother Chad. He made us. He got that wonderful AI that loves me to death to write a little good morning poem for us all. How are you all? Jake, my boy, Spooky, my brother, Bree, my sis, Chatty Daddy, Sarah. So, give me a second. I'm getting hot after I'm getting hot after what I saw backstage with a couple of boys. Oh, I gotta strip. Oh, whew. There we go. Anyways, so yeah. Oh, it's real hot. It's real hot there, Bree. Oh, yes, boy. Let's get one with nature. Spooky, my boy. So, this is our wonderful brothers, Spooky, Chad, Sonny in spirit, and Jakey Poo. What's up, Ghost Brother? How are you doing? So, yeah, I killed my battery and everything being with Chad and Spooky and Jake. So, we got to charge my phone for a minute before we go and do the swedge. I got a new knife from Camillus, and it's called the swedge knife. And in survival and camping and bushcrafting and all the wonderful weekend warrior, tools of the trade, there's a thing called batoning. Okay, and batoning is where you put your knife on a piece of wood and you use it to split. So you take a piece of wood, hit the back of the knife to use it to split the wood all the way down. You could do the same thing with an axe, but if it's a true survival situation, you're not going to be carrying a hatchet or whatever with you. And, the blade is nice, but I hate the Kydex sheath on it. It's just a little belt clip. It's not an actual, button clip. What's up, Dale? Yeah, batoning, it's blah. But I like the wedge knife design. I really do like it because you can do more with a wedge knife than just batoning, What's up, Jax? How you doing, brother? Hey, Sarah. Love you too, sis. Like, you can use a wedge knife to, if you break an arm, if you have a clean snap where the bone comes out and everything, you're not going to be able to relocate that arm. Okay, they made a movie about that survival situation. A wonderful little guy that was out in an area, fell through a crack, and got his arm lodged. Well, he had a Victorinox knife and had to, you know, dislocate his arm, cut off his arm to escape. I know, right, Ghost? I know. Look at this gray bed. Look at it. Where is it? Right here? Yeah. I can't even grow gray right. I'm too old, Ghost. I'm too old. But, if you had a situation where you did have to cut off your own arm or something, like in that situation, a wedge knife is going to be easier because you can actually put it through the bone. You can break the bone a lot easier than a regular, what's called a spear tip or anything like that. Yeah, I know it's kicking my ass, Ghost. But, you could also do other things with a wedge knife. You can use it to turn tree bark into powder. You can grind up stuff with it because it doesn't have an edge on it, so it has a flat surface. You can use it to grind up medicinal herbs. You can use it, like I said, you can use it to break bones with, shove it in, crack it, split it down. There's plenty of things that you can do with a wedge knife. Most people, you could do the same thing with a sheep's foot knife also. It's got a more of a curved tip than it does anything else. So, like, if you capture a squirrel or you capture a rabbit or something like that, a sheep's hoofs blade, it's easier to get up underneath the skin and split the skin and, field dress an animal quicker. Most people have always went with a pointed knife for a reason because of action movies and, the famous, Crocodile Dundee Bowie knife. There's hundreds and hundreds of different versions of knives. This blade will cut. I like, speaking of Forged in Fire, the blade expert, the martial artist and everything on there, he was a really honored individual. He had his own dojo. He still has his own dojo. He's fluent in like 20 different martial arts, like over 1,000 different blades. And now he's stuck as the face of this amateur crackerjack, Kinder Egg blacksmith crap. Hey, I don't knock the K-bar, but, the K-bar, it's different. The military fighting knife, it was made for fighting. You know what I mean, Ghost? It was meant to kill people. It wasn't meant for survival tasks, It's a damn good blade for what it was made for. But all these, cheap dollar store survivalists and preppers and everything believe the K-bar is going to be their one and only multi-tool to be everything, you know? Hey, I personally, the K-bar blade is good. The K-bar blade is good. But the handle is shit. And you gotta admit that, Ghost. The wooden layered handle of the K-bar was shit. I mean, there was hundreds and hundreds of copies of it made. Like even in Vietnam, the Air Force had a K-bar ripoff that came in their little survival kit. It was like a 4-inch blade, and you know, even in field tests and everything, that knife bent when it was an actual true survival situation. But, like the Japanese prove that a Tanto blade, a Tanto tip, the angled tip, like the triangle, the what they call the pyramid tip, is a better tip knife than the spear point tip. Oh, I know. Yeah, it's only made for. I know you are, Ghost. I know, brother. I ain't mad at you. Me and you give each other shit all the time, brother. But it, and that's the thing. People people don't understand blades. You know what I mean? Like people believe, a Tanto knife is for fighting also. It's to get into spots that like but it's also a multi-use item too. It's got a thicker blade on it. The Japanese used the Tanto knife for a long time, and it was their multi-purpose like the Swiss Army knife. The tip, just the tip. And the the things with blades, there's a blade for everything. Just like K-Bar made a machete on Sorry about that, everybody. The wife called me. Anyways, hey Hensley, how you doing, brother? But you know, um, where was I? Knives. Yeah, there's a different knife for everything, and it's just like a little knife can do everything a big knife can do, but a big knife cannot do everything a little knife can do. You know, like the Bowie knife. The Bowie knife is a big, rugged knife. It's made for heavy chopping. It's made for, heavy processing. It's not meant for delicate tasks like skinning an animal. It's not. it you can do some carving. You can do some trap building with it if you hold it right, you can do carvings and stuff with it. But who the hell is out in the woods making little wood gnome carvings? Like, sorry about that. User error. Yeah, I popped into another person's live stream I don't know how I ended up there, but ended up back in you know the after party show. Anyways, so cold steel. This is the cold steel AUS 8A Fenwolf. Okay, it's good. It's all right. It's decent. It'll cut through a door if you want it to. So we are here, and this is the bad boy, the swedge. Give me a second. Let me flip you around here. All right. So, and this is what I hate. You need a knife to open a knife all the time. You know, Camillus, the Camillus brand. It's I would prefer this guy to be my partner in a survival situation other than Bear Grylls, but let's, as you can see, it's got the file edge. This is the A10 tool metal. You know, it's all good. It's titanium also. Well, it's titanium coated on it, but it's got a good grinder on it that you can use as a mini saw if need be. I still haven't oiled this. I mean, it's got a good back lock on it for the fin wolf. Oh, it comes with a little instruction manual. Oh, let's read what our friends at Camillus tells us. Okay, you know, don't put Camillus, knives in your mouth. Thank you for purchasing a Camillus knife. Our knives are made of the finest cutlery grade steels, and and are thorough hardened to hold an edge. With proper care of this knife, will continue to provide quality cutting performance for an extended period of time. After each use, clean it thoroughly with soap and water and immediately dry it. Then you put steel lubricant on it. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, it's nice. It's got a good, what is it called? Catadine or whatever the hell it's called. Hardened plastic knife. No shake. Nothing going to come out. And it's easy to pull out. It's a nice, good knife. I don't know. Can y'all see? Let me see here. How well can y'all see that grind on it? There we go. As you can see the grind on it, you can use it as a makeshift saw. You can use it as a grinder to make dust. Just like here. As you can see, it's good. I mean, it'll work. So you don't have to dull the edge. of your blade. Purpose of this is to split this stuff. Alright? Because, everybody wants a perfect fire and a perfect fire log when you're in a survival situation. So, let me see here. How am I going to do this? It's a 4.5-inch blade, so you want to get something at least 2 to 3 inches. 2 to 3 inches would be good enough. 2 to 3 inches would be good enough for this to handle. Alright, so put that in. Knife safety. The only thing I don't like about this is it's just got a belt clip on it. And it's very loose. Like, it's got a good snapback on it, but I'd rather have a dangler where you put it on your side and it flops about like something dangling. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can find a good piece of log that we can split. Uno momento. So, all right. Yeah, it is, Dale. It really is. Oh, oh no. A little. Can you see back there? Okay. So, we're going to take this out. We're going to try this. I'm going to probably make another sheath for this. So, like I said, since this is a 4.5-inch blade, you see the distance of it on this. It may do the job. It may not. So we're going to try it on this thicker one. And if not, you're probably going to only use it to split something about this size. You know? So. Nope. That's as far as it got with all those hits. So this one is not going to be splitting anything that thick. It did. I don't know if you can see. It did do a good split the way it is. But going completely all the way through the knot of the wood, it's not going through. So we're going with the smaller one now. With the smaller one, as you can see, the blade length and everything on it is perfect for it. Okay? As you can see what it's doing. This is batoning. Okay? We're getting to a knot on it right now. Let's see how far it can get through this knot. Alright? So, continue on. It's splitting it pretty good, as you can tell. It's splitting it nice. It's also splitting it even too. So what you do now, like an axe, it's still not all the way through. With an axe, you should be able to twist it to pop it, but this isn't strong enough to do that. So we continue all the way through. Alright. So now, I'm going to split it all away. So you would continue doing this. If you want to make a small fire, you would still continue it down 4 ways, like how you normally split wood. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? How you doing, Carol, sis? What's up, brother? But, you know, it's a good heavy, thick blade. The D2, you know, tool steel, it's not bad. It's not a bad blade. But it's not the high quality D2 steel that you would pay normally, like for a Falcon Neven. Like Falcon Nevens are like $1,000 knife. All right, $1,000 to $3,000 knives. One of my friends in the survival community and everything, his name's Shadow Scout Swede. He's got a Falcon Neven, and he's never once used it. He's never once used it because it's like $1,000. So let's see how quick it'll run through this. There, like 5 hits, and it just ran through this. And this is seasoned hardwood. It's a decent knife. For $17, this knife ain't bad. You know, Camillus, they're just like Gerber. They're just like any other knife brand. You know, big box knife brands. You get good shit and you get bad shit. Depends on how much you want to spend for it. But for $17, it's not bad. You can also make wood with it. And, like I said, if you need to, like you see the edge of it, it's not completely flat. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. For some reason, it said it was getting hot, but never had this issue before. Yeah, it's a good knife. It's a damn good knife. For the price, and it's called a Camillus swedge knife. Um, they're like $17, depending on where you're from or anything. All right, Carol says, if all of y'all seen what Carol just put, she's asking for some prayers. Doesn't matter what prayers. It doesn't matter your religion or whatever. Send her some love. Send her some prayers to help her get through whatever she's going through. Okay, everybody. That's what we do as family here. We try to help each other the best we can. If you don't mind, just do it in your head. Hey, Wally, brother, how you doing? So, the swedge knife, even though I don't like the sheath for it. I mean, the sheath is made for it. I would like to do something with the clip to make it better. It's supposed to have the double locking teeth on it. If you can see, it has the double locking teeth on it that interact with each other, so your belt doesn't slide, it doesn't slide off your belt or anything. I've had problems with these. I've had problems with them snapping. A lot of these companies make damn good knives, but their sheaths suck. It's good grip. It doesn't have like the Moxie grip on it, the rubbery grip. It's got the hardened plastic grip that has it's got a finger mold grip on the front. Then it's got a palm turtle shell on the handle. It holds good. It has the bottom slip grips on the bottom of the handle, so your hand doesn't come off of it or slide upwards. It overall, I mean, for $17, you could do worse. I mean, seriously, you could do a lot worse. It's a multi-purpose knife. Like I said, it's got the forward slope on the tip of it, so you can use it for grinding. You can use it for mashing. You can also, like I said, you can use it to enter into and break bone. If you need a split bone, get marrow out, stuff like that. It's a good multi-purpose knife. It is quite heavy. I mean, I don't know the weight of it. Doesn't say the weight of it, but it's probably like a half a pound or something like that. It will slap against your side, and I don't like that with knives. But overall, it's good. Plus, it's got a paracord strap ring, ring all the way through the back, through it. So you can. It's a big thing with bushcrafters and everything to make a slip resist loop on it to put around your wrists if you are in a survival situation or whatever. It works. Then I have this that I got on sale. at Walmart. I'm always looking at sales. I'm always looking for something, you know. And this is an old timer set, you know, 3 fixed blade knives. I was making fun of my brothers, you know, Spooky, Chad, and Jake, you know. But the one that caught my eye was the one that I said would be for Spooky, which is the sheep's foot, or the sheep's hoof knife. What people call it, the sheep's hoof. And, you know, it's by Old Timer, which is a well-known brand. I mean, everybody's grandfather had a Old Timer, you know. And as you can see, this is called a sheep's hoof because it looks like a hoof. It's okay. I mean, it's full tang, but you know, it's a very, very thin metal blade. It's made out of, I want to say, yeah, stainless steel, and it's got ABS handles on it. So this is ABS. The grip is all right. It's a 3-finger grip, and you know, with 3-finger grips, you use your pinky as the hold down. You know, you curl your pinky up so it doesn't slide down on you. All right, Jakey. All right, so I'm gonna name these 3 knives after my 3 brothers: Spooky, Jake, and Chad. So, like I said, Spooky, you know, he's a slick boy. You know, you gotta have skill and dedication with this knife, or you're gonna slip and cut yourself. Where Jake's a little bit more, you know, finessed. He's got some jipping on the back, but he's got a tiny little nip up front. But he's also got what's called a semi bola. As you can see, it's more curved towards like gutting and everything like that. It's got a good well, like a blood well. It's a decent knife. You know, they're good. Old timers, they're not bad. You know, and it's still, to be comfortable grip, it's still a 3-finger, you know, knife with a slight grip on the back of it. Then the Chad is a good, 8.5-inch blade. It's got a swoop back on it. You can use it for fighting, you can use it for harvesting, you can use it for a lot of things. Most of the time you want to cut and want to dig up underneath the root of wild edibles and stuff, like wild onions and everything, dig up underneath it and pop it out of the ground. That's what this back swoop is for. It's a good foraging knife. It's got a deeper jipping on the back of it. Like you have a mid crafting grip, then you have a higher jimping on here, so you can make like figure 4 traps, or a rock fall trap or something like that, where you have to cut into the wood to make notches. They're all decent knives. They're all pocket knife. Bladed, what you call scalp blade sheaths for it. Scalp blade sheaths are okay. They're not the best, but for something like this, it works. Here goes Chad and his. And as you can tell, either you can wear it sideways, or you can as a quick draw on the side. They're all right. I don't like sheaths that have the molded tops on here. That means when the knife goes in like this, it's supposed to be a guide for people that don't really have knife skills. It's a guide to slide in, lock, and then you wrap around the neck of the knife. They're nice, and it's also a cover. So if people get scared seeing a pocket knife or whatever, you don't freak them out, And for a reason I don't understand, but for this, you have to flip it inside out. You have to flip it towards here, because if you look at the blade, the sheath of it, and the knife, you see what I'm seeing? It doesn't fit right. So you have to slide it in this way, which is a reverse grip on it. I really don't like that. I really don't like that reverse grip, because if you're wearing it and it won't even... Spooky, you're letting me down. Spooky. Come on. Yes, Jake the Snake. Yeah. You have to put it in the right way, not the way it fits. You have to put it in the wrong way, not the way it fits, because they didn't think of the sheath design when they made this. That's always something with old timers. Old timers always be forgetting something. I'm gonna have to... There we go. Literally had to strangle it to get it to fit on. Bad idea. Bad bad old timer. If you're going to make a sheep's hoof, make the sheath go with the knife. But that's... Yeah, I'm sorry, Wally. I'm sorry, brother. You know, there's knives have it. There's a legend with knives. You know, you can't just buy a knife. Like, the thing is, a knife has to call to you. A knife has to talk to you. And it's called the soul of the blade. If it calls to you and you know you need that knife, it's meant for you. All blades have been created like that. Not a lot of people believe that. Not a lot of people believe that that a blade has a soul. But being a blacksmith, I can tell you that every blade that's forged by a true blacksmith has a little bit of their soul in it. And, yeah, these are mass-produced blades. They're going to be pieces of shit. But will they work for you in a survival situation? Especially, like, my channel is all about helping people with a budget. People can't afford a $500 blade. People can't afford a $100 blade. But they can afford a $20 blade. They can afford, like, that 3-piece set that I found that was on clearance at Walmart for $5. $5 for 3 decent knives is a good deal. Thank you, Chad. Yeah, I know that. When I get my forge back up and everything, I may actually do the soul of the blade. I may actually start doing, blacksmithing again, and, show people basic blacksmithing things that you can do, like carbon steel. Carbon steel is the easiest metal to work with and forge. And you can go to any railroad track, and as long as you're not reselling railroad spikes as blades, you can take railroad spikes off of a railroad and reforge it. It's been done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. But if you're reselling them, it can't have the stamp of the railroad company on it. And if it does, you have to reforge the whole entire spike to where that emblem is gone off of it. It's, we've used railroad spikes through the Civil War and everything to make a knife. And to tell you the truth, railroad companies don't really care if you use their spikes as long as they're getting used. The thing is survival in an apocalyptic scenario is being a jack of all trades, knowing a little bit about everything, because nobody in this damn world unless you are a special individual that has a photographic memory and, you know, an intelligence of like 200 plus, you're not going to remember everything. You're not. And if you can, more power to you, because I can't. But you have to learn everything. You have to. And like what I was saying with my brothers, you know, Chad, Spooky, and Jake on their live stream. If you don't do it, you'll never know about it. Oh, I got a piece of hard metal for you, Jake. It's warm. It's warm and hard. I need some good water to quench it. But if you can see, I'm trying to get my forge back up. That cowboy grill that I told people that you could use as a charcoal forge. Then my 50-gallon iron drum forge. It's been a while since I've done, you know, cornbread and mustard. You can butter my biscuits anytime. But you know, if you don't, and I can teach y'all how to make a quick brick oven, you know, forge. You don't, as long as you have the right heat and the right temperature and you know how to judge a flame, you can become a blacksmith. If you can tell the slight different temperature changes in the fire, that's how you know how to forge a blade. That's why you see a lot of old charcoal forges and everything. They have a winding wheel which blows air into the charcoal to raise the flame and turn it brighter. I know, ain't that the truth, Wally? I would get something done. But I love y'all so much. I love you all. But, you know, it's. I really, you know, I got all that stuff from Wish, and I've got to do videos with it. I have to. That's why Wish hasn't sent me anything new, is because they told me I don't get anything until I do a review with their stuff that they sent me. And I'm telling them, you know, I have a job and I have a life and everything, and I'm trying to get all of this done. And it's like, oh, I know you are, brother. I know. It's all good. And, you know, sponsorships don't understand that. Sponsorships think we're all made out of money being YouTubers, you know? They're like, oh, we give you something for free, do it, you know? Especially something like Wish, which is, you know, a Chinese company. If you don't do what they say and everything, they just drop you off like your last week's trash. But the person I have, you know, my contact with Wish and everything, he's like, they're fine with sending you your stuff that you have. And once you review it and you start doing stuff with it, then they will start sending you more free stuff. But, you know, I need to get a good tripod for my camera so I can angle it in the right spot and it won't fall or do whatever. Like, I couldn't even with the tripod that I have, it doesn't stay put. Like, so I really couldn't show y'all how that swedge knife really cuts. Hey, Jamie boy, Happy New Year's, brother. Happy New Year's. I hope everything goes well for you this year, brother. But I'm probably going to go to Walmart or somewhere, and I'll pick up a good tripod that will actually stay put and do all this stuff that I'm trying to do for y'all. And it's easier for me to talk about everything that's in my mind on a live stream than it is on a video. Like videos, I'm not actually talking to people. I'm just talking to a video camera. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully this year is going to be a lot better, Jamie, brother. Hopefully. I got Chad in my hand right now. Well, let's pull Chad out and see how he's doing. Look at. Oh, Chad feels so good in my hand. I actually do like the feel of this ABS handle. It feels slick, but it's grippy. It feels slick when it's not in your hand, but once it's in your hand, it's actually a good feeling knife. Nice, brother, nice. I miss being 28, brother. I miss it. The world was a completely different place when I was 28. It was nothing like it is today. But, but I'm glad. I don't know. I've been hoping for the apocalypse for so long. It's not fair, Like, when I was growing up, we had movies like Mad Max and all these apocalyptic movies and sci-fi movies that the world was supposed to be so much different, what was it, Running Man? It was made, I think it was made in I think the basis of that story was in like 2020, 2023, something like that. Came out in the early 90s, or well, late 80s, early 90s, where you were on a TV show and you had to survive and kill. Right, Wally? Yeah. She's here, then she's gone. But she's always around. She's always around no matter what. But, I've been on here for an hour. I've gotta take care of the animals and everything. And hopefully, Camillus or Old Timer, if you see this live stream, hook me up with some free stuff. And I'll do plenty of reviews for you. I know there's a lot of Camillus stuff that I keep, like the Carnivore X, Machete, There's right, Jamie, right, brother. Yeah. Putting your expectations is too high. Too high. I've learned that. I've learned that the hard way, brother. Don't put your expectations too high, but be great. Grateful when your expectations exceed what you're thinking. Be grateful for it. Be grateful for every day, brother. And enjoy every moment of your youth, brother. Because from here on out, when you hit that 30, life is going to change and it's going to blink by. Your days are going to run together. Your time is going to run short. Like, there's a lot of things. But love you too, Sarah sis. Told you she's always around, Wally. But, just be grateful for every day, brother. And enjoy it. Enjoy it. But I'm going to get off here. Like I said, Camillus or Old Timer, if you see this live stream, I always give Camillus stuff a good review. Because it is good. Even though there's some things that I don't like about it, it's a good it's a good knife for what it is. Could have made a better sheath for it, but that's my opinion. What's up, Carl? How you been, brother? Huh? How have you been? It's been ages. Happy New Year's, brother. Happy New Year's to you and your family, my friend. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get off here and everything, everybody. I'm sorry, but I got other things I've got to do and stuff, and my wakefulness is fading very quick. Take care, Sarah. Alright, everybody. I love y'all. Y'all take care. I'll see y'all in the next one, okay? Oh, Carl, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I'm sorry to hear that. Send you whatever prayers I can, brother. I will. I hope you get better. I hope everything gets better for you, my brother. I do. I've known you for so long, Carl. Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to all of you, family. I love y'all. Y'all take care. I'll see y'all again when I pop up, okay? Bye, fam. Love y'all.